So the title's true, it's the first month of the year and I've already bought something for a decent price, of which I can't say because buyer confidentiality, or seller confidentiality, I don't know, either way they didn't want me saying the price. But I have gone ahead and bought what I think is the cheapest 360 in the UK. So we'll take a look at that in just a minute, but first the bits it came with are the charging brick, which can go just over there, and these SCART cables, and I believe it says on here somewhere, it should say, if my camera wants to focus, there we go, Xbox 360 composite cable, because nobody uses these anymore. Honestly, the joys of HDMI are a wonder. Anyway, going to the main thing itself, the 360, which I have positioned my camera a bit too high for. Standby. Right, it's at this point I pray that my tripod doesn't fall over and hit the ground, because it looks like it's going to, so I'm just going to make it not do that. So here is the console. It's not in the greatest nick, but then again, it's the cheapest one in the UK. And yes, I bought this thing sight unseen, so if it works, it's going to be a miracle. Anyway, taking a look at this thing, there we go. It is indeed a console. It's got some vents and stuff, it's a little on the heavy side. But taking a look at all the stuff at the back here, it was made in 2010, but it doesn't tell us what space is on this thing, nor does it say anything about any of the space in this thing, apart from the fact it was apparently made in China. We've got where it says Xbox 360, which you can barely see right there, and also, I believe it does the same on the other side. I'm not used to holding consoles out. Hey look, reflection, you can see my other hand. Come on camera, focus, today would be nice. So we have our console, we have our power brick, and our composite cables that nobody uses anymore, but there's one thing missing, a controller, because this thing didn't come with one. Thankfully I have a spare, because mine did. And now, God help us all, we've got to go and set up this thing. So this is the point where I hope my capture card works with an Xbox 360. Right, so now I've got everything hooked up on the dodgiest cables known to mankind that probably will start a fire hazard. In fact, here's a photo of the entire setup. I'm sorry for anybody who likes cable management, but let's go ahead and turn on this dreaded thing and really hope my capture card likes to, well, work. So let's go press our boot on. It's a thing that does a thing. And we have life. It shows on the capture card the really weird resolution. This is not your screen, this is mine at the moment. Alright, let's try and sync up my controller to this thing. Lo and behold, we have got a 360. I don't know if it has anything on, so let's go find out. Let's go through to the settings. We'll go to system, storage, hard drive, 228 free. Well, I never. There is nothing on this at all. Wow. So 200 and we'll call it 230 gigabytes just for sheer, because we can. It's 230 gigabytes is not bad for a hard drive, let alone that on an Xbox 360 which is still running. I mean, it's got the time slightly wrong. It's not 12:01 when I'm recording this, but sure, I'll give it that. Okay. Just cutting in for a minute here. Terrible mic, I know, I'm using my laptop, please forgive me. But I've noticed this thing goes up to 2025 and nowhere further. That is mildly concerning. So there's a couple things in recent, there's Groove Music and Microsoft Movies and TV, but seeing as this thing is not connected to anything, I don't think it's going to work. There are 0 profiles on this thing. Wow, okay. There's not even any games found on this thing? You got games on your console? Sorry, I'll be quiet now. But in terms of, yep, there is nothing connected to the internet. I know, because I've not connected it. Okay, let's go ahead and see. Current setting, widescreen HDMI 1440. Here's the issue. I do not run 1440. Well, there we go. We'll go with that. HDMI color space. We don't really need to worry about any of this. Wait, this thing, when did a 360 have screensavers? Ah, okay. System info. Dashboard setting is 2.17502.0. I don't know if that means anything. Xbox experts, just let me know. Console name. I'm gonna call this one. What should we call it? I've got an idea. I'm gonna call this thing Gary. Say hi to Gary, everybody. So, turns out this thing is actually fairly okay. What?
If you want me to try and see what games this thing will run, and see if it'll run anything at all, do go ahead and let me know, because I'm kind of intrigued to do a part 2 on this.
So there it is, the cheapest 360 that I have found in the UK, and it works flawlessly. I'm genuinely actually quite surprised, but for now I think the best thing is just to let this thing have a little bit of a break. There we go, just press a button over there. You can't see it because I've turned my screen capture off, but that is actually surprising. I really am surprised that this thing works. But okay. I don't really have words. So we're just going to ignore how extremely dusty this thing is. Okay, I barely use this controller, but I want to say a massive thank you to everybody watching this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I still don't think people use composite cables anymore. I mean, come on, this is 2023. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Oh my, I did not realise the top of this was so dusty. Right, I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Tech out. Bye. Okay, now I can go and put this back with my original 360.